Chapter 7.4 Writing an algebraic expression as a product of factors where one factor is a negative number. So before we study this the chapter, so we'll recall something what you know in the previous grade. While multiplying two plus values, that means plus into plus, you get the answer a plus value. While multiplying a plus value and a minus value, a negative value, a positive value and a negative value, the answer will be a negative value. Then while multiplying a negative value with a positive value, also the answer will be a negative value. And while multiplying two negative values, you get a positive value. That you should know this to study this. I think you must be knowing before this grade you have studied this. So consider minus 12. So minus 12 can be written as minus 6 into 2. So minus 6 into 2, a negative value multiplies with a positive value. So the answer is going to be a negative value. So minus 12, you get minus 12. 2 into 6, 12. So therefore the answer is minus 12. So minus 12 can be written as minus 6 into 2. That means minus 6 is a factor of minus 12. That is obvious, you can say, since minus 6 into 2 is there, so minus 6 is a factor of minus 12. Similarly, minus 12 also can be written the other way, minus 2 into 6 also. Minus 2, give the minus to 2 and 6 is positive. So minus into plus, you get a minus. So therefore, minus 2 into 6 is minus 12. So it can be written this way also. So here, minus 2 is a factor of minus 12. Right? While minus 6 is a factor of minus 12, minus 2 is not a factor. Right? It cannot be at once. While minus 6 is a factor, 2 is another factor. While minus 2 is a factor, 6 is another factor. Right? That is for minus 12. So if you consider 12, 12 can be written as minus 6 into minus 2. So therefore two negative values, when you multiply two negative values, you get a positive answer. So therefore minus 6 into minus 2, you get minus 12. So here if you consider this, minus 6 and minus 2 both are factors of 12, plus 12. So both are at the same time, both are factors of plus 12. You can consider that. Right. Example, write minus 15 as a product of two factors such that minus 3 is a factor. So minus 15 should be written as two factors, but one factor is given as minus 3. So therefore, obviously you can say the other multiple should be 5. Then only that you get minus 3 into 5, you get minus 15. Therefore, the other factor should be plus 5. Then only minus 3 into plus 5, you get minus 15. So that is an example for you to understand regarding the above. Then the next line. So consider one factor of an algebraic expression is negative. So say one algebraic expression is given. Consider the example here. Consider minus 2x plus 6y. Right? So one term is negative. Right? You have negative value. One term minus 2x plus 6y. Right? If you consider this minus 2x can be written as 2 into minus x. 2 into minus x minus 2x. Right? Then plus 6y can be written as 2 into 3y. 2 into 3y. Right? Now you have 2 in both the terms. right? Both the terms, first term and the second term, both the terms you have 2. So therefore you can take 2 as a common factor, then within the bracket you can write the remaining. So 2 is taken, so therefore from the first term you get minus x, plus 2 is taken, therefore from the second term you have 3y. So therefore 2 into minus x plus 3y is the answer. Right. This can be written this way also. Minus 2x can be written as minus 2 into x. Minus 2 into x, minus 2x. Right? And 6y can be written as minus 2 into minus 3 into y. Minus 2 into minus 3 into y. So minus 2 into minus 3, minus into minus plus, 2 into 3 6, plus 6y, right? Plus 6y is there, right? Now if you look at these two, you have minus 2 is a common factor from both, right? Minus 2 is a common factor for minus 2x and plus 6y. For both, minus 2 is a common factor according to the above. So therefore minus 2x plus 6y can be written as minus 2 into x plus minus 2 into minus 3 into y, what we have written above. So if you consider minus 2, so both the term you have minus 2. So therefore if you take minus 2 as a common factor, the remaining you get, in the first term you get x plus, the plus as it is the plus, in the second term you get minus 3y, because minus 2 is taken out. You have minus 3 into y. Now if you look at this, minus 2 as it is, we will write minus 2 inside the bracket x, okay, x is there, then you have a plus and you have a minus. So plus into minus, we have studied in the previous slide, plus into minus, minus. So therefore plus into minus, minus 3 into y, 3y. So therefore minus 2 into x minus 3y. So that is the answer for the above question, because they are asking to have one factor is negative. So we have two factors here. One is minus 2, the other factor is x minus 3y. So one other factor they wanted minus negative value. So therefore minus 2 into x minus 3y is the answer for the above question. They are asking minus negative value, one negative value as one factor. Example 2, you have minus 4x minus 16y. Minus 4x minus 16y. Right. Minus 4 can be written as minus 4 into x. Minus 4 into x minus 4x. Plus, we will just put a plus there, and minus 16, we will separate minus 16 as minus 4 into plus 4. Minus 4 into plus 4, you get minus 16. Plus minus into plus minus. So therefore minus 4 into plus 4, you get minus 16 into y is there. Right? Minus 4 into minus plus 4 into y. Right? If you multiply the whole, you get minus 16y. So you just put a plus in between. So adding of these two. Now if you look at this, the first term you have minus 4. The second term also you have minus 4. Therefore take minus 4 as one factor. So therefore the balance you have, in the first term you have x plus, the second term you have plus 4 into y, 4y. Now if you expand it, you get the previous step. Right? If you expand it, you get the question. So minus 4 into x minus 4x, that is the question you have, the first term you have in the question. Then minus 4 into minus 4 into plus 4y, minus 4 into plus 4 minus 16, minus 16y. So you get the question back, right? So our answer is correct. So minus 4 into x plus 4 is the answer. So after this you have a note, very important note, so you can easily understand this. When one factor is negative number, so you just look at the previous example 2, you just look at the answer. In the example 2, you look at the answer while reading this note. When one factor is negative number, that means minus 4, negative number, the sign of each term of the other factor, that is the sign of x and the sign of 4y. The sign of x is positive and sign of 4y is also positive, right? The sign of each term of the other factor is opposite to the corresponding term of the original algebraic expression, because original algebraic expression you have, the first term is the sign of the first term is minus, but inside the bracket here the sign of the first term is positive, plus, right? The original question, the sign of the second term is minus 16y, they are minus, but here in the second term in the bracket it is plus. So that's what they are saying in the note. When minus is there, here it become plus, and when you take a negative negative number as one factor, inside the bracket, so you get the opposite sign of the question, the original question. So you must have understood this. So you have the homework. Exercise 7.3 is your homework, so you're supposed to do the homework after this. So all these slides you will take it as a notes of you, right? You will write it in your writing book and take it as a notes. This is your notes, right? In addition to this, I have not discussed all the examples which you have in your book. So those examples also you should take it down. So while you write this, right, you should take down whatever the example which I have not discussed, which you have in your book. So take it down also as a notes in your writing book. So after doing each of these, you should do the homework also, like I mentioned in the slides down there. So the next slide we have 7.5, that is the last area. 7.5, more on writing an algebraic expression as a product of factors, right? Same area, but something more than the previous. So consider PQ into PR. So you have, say, PQ plus PR, sorry, not into, PQ plus PR. Now you should find the HCF, right? I told you all in the before 2-3 slides, I told you all some steps to do, right? So the first step, you should find out HCF. So that will be a factor, that will be one factor. So you should find out the HCFs. So PQ, you can write PQ as P into Q. P multiplies Q, PQ. Then PR can be written as P into R. Now to find out the HCF, you should find the common factors in both. So the common factor, you have only one common factor, that is P in both. So therefore the HCF is P. So P into Q plus P into R. So therefore HCF is one of the factors. So we divide the expression by P by taking the P out. So therefore you get Q plus R as another factor. So P into Q plus R. So that is those are the two factors of PQ plus PR, right? Example. So you look at the example, by that you can understand. Before you go for the example, look at the example. Write 18x plus 24xy plus 12z as a product of two factors. So you are supposed to write 18x plus 24xy plus 12x z as a product of two factors. Right now you will find out the HCF. So like we have written it earlier the above. So what you do, you write it 18x, you will break it into multiplications, right? 18 can be written as 2 into 3 into 3, like that you will write it, right, into x. Then 24 will be written as 2 into 2 into 2 into 3, like that. 12 can be written as 2 into 2 into 3, like that you will write it, and you will take the common factors. When you take the common factors, you can take 1 time 2 you will take, and 1 time 3 you will take, and x you will take as common factors. Therefore multiplying all those, so you will get 6x as the HCF. So you should do that, you find it out, then 6x is the HCF. So therefore 18x plus 24xy plus 12xz can be written as multiple of the HCF and the balance. HCF is 6, so therefore 6 into, sorry, HCF is 6x, so therefore 6x into 3, so 6x into 3, 18x, plus, so HCF is 6x again into 4y. So if you multiply it, 4 into 6, 24, and x into y, xy, plus then the last term you can write it as 6x into 2z. Then if you multiply it, 2 into 6, 12, x into z, xz. So you get the same. Right. Now you have 6x everywhere. All the terms we have 6x, that is the HCF. So take 6x as a common factor. So therefore you have the balance 3 plus 4y plus 2z. So that is the answer for that example. Right. So we will discuss the next example. You have example 2. So before we go to that example, you have a note, right? So you should go through that note. At the same time, you should write it down also, that note. That is important note, right? How you can divide two numbers, and how you can divide two algebraic terms. One algebraic term is divided by another algebraic term. How to do that? It is there in that note. So I am not going to explain that note. You will just go through that. By that you can understand very easily you can understand. So which is useful to do the this question, this example. Right. The example is, write 15pq plus 45qr plus 60q as a product of factors. So the first step, what you should do, you should find the HCF, because HCF is going to be one of the factor, right? So HCF is going to be one of the factors. So find the HCF first. So in order to find the HCF, 15pq can be written as 3 into 5 into p into q. It can be written as this way. Then 45qr can be written as 3 into 3 into 5. 3 into 3, 9, 9 into 5, 45. Into q into r. So 3 into 3 into 5 into q into r. 45qr. Then 60q can be written as 2 into 2 into 3 into 5. Then you get 60 into q. So it can be written this way. Now you will find the common factors in all three. The common factors in all three, first you have 3. 3 in all the terms you have 3. So therefore 3 is, you can pick 3. Then you have 5. 5 you have in all three terms, therefore you will take 5 also. So 3 into 5 into q also you have in all three terms, therefore q is also taken. So therefore q, 3 into 5 into q, that is 3 into 5 15, 15q is the HCF, 15q is the HCF. Now you can divide it, the HCF can be you can divide the term by the HCF and you can find the remaining, right? That remaining, addition of those remaining will be another factor in addition to HCF, right? 15pq is divided by 15q, 15q is HCF, then the answer you get P, that is in the blue box I am referring, right? There is a blue box there, you refer that blue box, right? 45QR divided by 15Q, so 45QR divided by 15Q. So according to the previous note what you studied how to divide it, so the balance you get 3R, then 60Q divided by 15Q, then you get 4 times. So remember the note above, so you read the note above, that easily you can understand. Now you can write 15pq plus 45qr plus 60q is equal to 15q, that is HCF, into P, the answer you get in that blue box, plus 15p into 3r plus 15q into 4. Now you can take 15q as a common factor in all three terms, so you can take it out. So therefore the balance you have P plus 3R plus 4, that is the other factor. So you have three factor, 15 is one factor, Q is another factor, P plus 3R plus 4 another factor. You have three factors for this question. So like that you can do all the question, all the remaining question. You have another example, you do that example also, study that example also, write it down also in your notebook. All that example what I missed here, you should take it down, you should read it and understand it and take it down in your book. And the same time, soon after all these example, you are supposed to do your homework. The exercise 7.4 you have the last the exercise you have in this chapter. So if you do that also, then the chapter is over. So chapter 7 is over. Inshallah that we will meet in another chapter in the next class. Jazakallah khairan. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.